I passed my NCLEX not too long ago and I got a few inquiries regarding the materials that I used to pass and many more. This video is solely for lazy readers like me and for people that are interested in how to become licensed as registered nurse in the United States. If you click on the title of this video, there will be a drop down which will take you to the step-by-step process on how to become a USRN. I'm not an NCLEX tutor. I'm speaking based on my own personal experience. Everybody's experience is different. Welcome back, guys. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is J. I film everything lifestyle vlog relocation. If you want to be part of this, I really want you to subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button. Don't forget the bell like symbol by the side of your screen. If you click on the bell like symbol, YouTube will always notify you when I post a new video. Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm making this video mainly for people that want to sit and pass the NCLEX within a short period of time. Personally, I had to study and pass my NCLEX within a short period of time before my mother leaves. And guess what? I did. No stories. You need to watch this video till the very end. The inquiry that was so intriguing was a lady who asked me about UWorld. She said her friend used UWorld and it didn't really help her to pass the NCLEX, something related to that. That is one of the reasons why I'm making this video. As I said earlier, I had just a little bit of time to study. I'm talking 4 to 6 weeks. I crawled so you could fly, period. So firstly, guys, let's address using UWorld to pass your NCLEX. To be honest, when the lady came to me and told me about a friend who used UWorld and she said it wasn't much of a help and all of that, I didn't dispute it. I will never dispute the fact that when I finished studying UWorld, so I did the subscription and I used it from the beginning till the end. I had to register to a tutorial called SearchPoint. I've been using them, for a while. Okay, but I signed up for the about to test class. I realized that though I was almost done with doing UWorld from the beginning to the end, I mean page to page, I was still not doing well with SearchPoint tutorials. When they give us questions, 20 questions every day, that was the drill, I was still struggling. I started to get worried, like what's going on? I would like to say, when I started UWorld, I was at the 47th percentile. 47th percentile means that 47 minus 100, that's 53. That means out of 100 people, 53 people are doing better than I am. So I'm at the 47th percentile. And I will gladly say, by the time I finish UWorld, I was already at the 73rd percentile. That means out of 100 people, just 27 people are doing better than me. Trust me, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of hard work. So at this time, I was almost at the 64th percentile when I started SearchPoint. And when they give us questions, I was not doing well. What's going on? Why would I be doing so well on UWorld and I'm not doing well in my tutorials? I was so worried. I was devastated, but I told myself I can do this. And that time I had just like 3 weeks to go for my NCLEX exam. So I knew that I needed more. I needed to push more. I went online, I Googled free NCLEX applications or free NCLEX tutorials that I could use. I stumbled upon NCLEX. This might be a bit unorthodox, but it worked for me. So NCLEX was another free website that I used. Their rationales are not too deep, but I feel like it's best to use it when you've built your content. At that time, I was already scoring like 70-something percent. I just need a little bit of a budge to get to that 80%, because let's start from the genesis of how I really prepped for my NCLEX exam. I'm not a person who would like to sit down and study big textbooks. I'm not good at that. I like to answer questions and build my content as I go. I told myself that's what I was going to do. But consistency is key. I had a short period of time. I just knew I had to get it angled, hit the nail on the head. Another tip that I would like to give out there is that even if you got the answer right, you still have to read the rationale, because each rationale matters a lot. It goes a long way. In between lines, see, I normally read my rationales like a Bible. I think that was why I could build my content very fast. Even if I got it right, I will still sit down with the rationale, read it again, because there will be one line that they've added to it. That one line might help you for the next question, if that makes sense. There's adult nursing, there's psychology, there is pharmacology, there is child health and maternal health. It's just a lot. So to sit down and study the Souders and all of those big textbooks for me was not feasible. And I mentioned that I started from the 43rd percentile. By the time I was done with the all used question on UWorld, I was at the 64th percentile. But I needed to get to the 70-something percentile. That's a lot of work. And I started going back to the question that I missed. So maybe there were about 2,000, I think there were about 2,500 questions in the whole UWorld. I finished the whole thing and I think I scored like 1.5. Correct, incorrect to about 1,000. I went back to them again and treated them again. And before I knew it, I moved from 64th percentile to 73rd percentile. I would say UWorld is not exactly like the NCLEX, in my own opinion, but it will surely help you build your content. Make the best use of UWorld's rationale and you'll see yourself soaring high like an eagle. So rationale for UWorld for me built my content, not necessarily helped me to answer the questions, outside UWorld because they are not similar like that, but the content, the knowledge is what you need. And I would like to say that UWorld is quite complicated. Like if you can do well on UWorld, trust me, you can smash your NCLEX. What you to know is that no matter how much you study for the NCLEX exam, even if you study for 20 years, you will still meet some questions in your examination that you'll be like, what is this? What is going on here? How did I? It's good to read wide, or you study on adult nursing. What about child health? What about maternal health? Psychology is there. Leadership and management. There are loads of components of the NCLEX examination. So you read wide. Even if you've studied something like ondansetron and you are seeing Garnic section, you will know that they are both what? They are both antiemetics. Does that make sense? So you have to read wide, cover as much as you can, but you cannot read it all. Nobody can read it all, so don't kill yourself. At first I had that problem. I wanted to study everything. I'm not that person that likes to read textbook. My friend sent me almost 70 textbooks. I didn't read any of them. They must not watch this video, but it's the truth. I'm not good at studying textbooks, so I had to go for the shorter route, which was practicing questions, reading rationales, building my content as I go. And that really helped me. So apart from UWorld, I used CLIMEC audios. It's on YouTube. Just type CLIMEC audio, as you can see on your screen on YouTube. It's going to give you several options. That pass mark, you have to stay above it to pass, from what I learned. So there is no percentage. It's not like they're going to tell you score 60% or 70%. We don't really know how to calculate it. So it's either you pass or you fail. You don't really know your pass mark, if that helps. Altogether, the main material I used were UWorld, CLIMEC audio, which was once or twice, and that NCLEX and search point classes. The NCLEX examination has a curriculum. They are not going to ask you outside that curriculum. That's why any content you can lay your hands upon regarding NCLEX, just study them. You don't necessarily need to read outside the curriculum. So for 6 weeks, I studied 150 to 200 questions every day. That's almost 1,000 questions every week. You have to find the time. Even though I had a baby, thanks to my mom anyway, she helped me out. So when she's holding my baby, I could quickly study. I study in the toilet, in the bathroom, on my way, anywhere I am that I could hold my phone or operate my phone, I was always studying. I don't discourage studying on your laptop, but for me, it's not feasible because I can't always carry my laptop about, and I want to always study. Those 10-20 questions that you study in the bus will go a long way. The short goals that matter, it accumulates into the bigger ones. So those little time that you have to study in between work, in between break time, blah, 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 those are the things that matter. Because if you want to sit down, for me, I get bored easily. So sometimes it's not feasible to sit down and answer 100 questions on the go. So I break it down. In the morning, I do 20. As I'm stepping out, I'm doing 10. I'm working, I'm doing 5. By the time you know it, you've answered 100 questions. It was intense, but I had no choice. That was what I needed to do. I had to do it, and I'm glad that I did it. Here I am, USRN today. It's not jokes, so many people have done it. Like I said, see, that last video I did was aspire to perspire to respire for everyone. It was just a motivation, but this video is solely for nurses who want to become USRNs in the near future, and the future is now. I normally call myself a lazy reader, and that's when I say lazy reader, that's not because I am lazy. It's because I don't like cumbersome textbooks. I like to keep it simple. To crown it all up, guys, I guess I've been able to answer all your questions. If there's anything else you want to ask me, please drop it in the comment section below. Follow me on Instagram at midday_j_. And then finally, if you ask me, is the NCLEX exam hard? How was it? Of course, there'll be tension. But I'm that person that you will never see my anxiety. It's in me, trust me, it's burning and eating me up. But you will not see it. You'll be scared, you'll fidget, but keep yourself focused on the goal. Tell yourself, I've studied so hard for this exam, why should I fail? My friend has done it, why should I fail? My colleague has done this exam, why should I fail? And that's it. You've been a nurse, you've been working as a nurse. You are just there to show, to prove to them that you are a nurse, that you are competent of this position. You've studied so hard. You've been a nurse for how many years now? Even if it's just for 1 year, it doesn't matter. Nursing is the same everywhere. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it has been helpful. If there's any question, like I said, drop in the comment section below or my Instagram. DM me at midday_j_. I'll see you in my next video. Please, I beg of you, share this video to somebody. This year, 2025, there is that potential USRN on your contact list. Like this video, comment, and all of that good stuff. Ultimately, subscribe. It is very important. Don't forget the bell icon by the side of your screen. If you click on that, YouTube will always notify you when I post a new video. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.